Hello, and welcome to this week's writing tips. Today we will be discussing character building for your story. Creating a character can be a daunting task because you want your character to feel complete, complex, and relatable to your reader. To accomplish this, you must create a detailed character profile that will carry through to add to the story arc. The reader wants to see the character develop, and you need to ensure your character shows they have grown throughout their journey in the story. First off, you need to decide their gender, name, age, physical descriptions, personality traits, and of course their nationality. Remember, if you can't see your characters, and then neither can your reader. Develop your character's backstory if you wish this to be in your story. Have they got a significant other? Do they have siblings or parents? Also, this may include details about where they live or where they grew up. Backstory can add layering and texture to any story. Next, you will need to establish a character arc. A character arc is the transformation or inner journey of your character over the course of the story. You will need to ensure your character has a purpose, a goal, or obstacles to overcome so that there is a resolution at the end. Make sure the conflict is direct so that the reader knows what the dilemma is and we can see how the character overcomes the obstacles. When it comes to building your character, ensure they have strengths and weaknesses to make them as authentic and realistic as possible. Nobody wants to read about a character who doesn't have any substance. Make lists of their mannerisms, quirks, special skills if they have any, strengths, and as everybody has faults, so will your character. You can add to your character by creating a life for them. Where do they work or go to school? Where do they live? How do they get around? In a car or public transport? What are some of their likes and dislikes? Now you will need to give your character a voice. This is when you choose your point of view to tell a story. Will you use first person, which is told through only the eyes of your character? Perhaps you want to mess around with second person point of view. This is more of a challenge to write, and it's not usually how a story is told, as it can get messy. You could tell the story from a third person point of view, which depends if you want an omniscient, all knowing point of view or an intimate point of view. Most people choose to use a third person point of view because this way the reader can see everything that is going on in the story and where everyone is and what they are doing. And because I write horror, I tend to lean heavily towards first person. Sometimes I mix it up and use third person also. But be sure you are using the point of view consistently and don't let there be any slippages in point of view. Along with this, you will also need to establish tense. Are you going to tell your story in past tense or present tense? This is important to know as this will direct a lot of the story. Whatever you choose, make sure you are consistent. Do not let the tense slip into another tense without an intention. When it comes to dialogue, you need it to sound authentic. You might decide your character has a lisp, an accent, uses slang, or has a certain way they speak. Make sure you are consistent when it comes to this also. If you are stuck on, say, how a teenager speaks, jump on a bus with a load of teens and listen to the way they communicate. This is a simple technique that has worked well for me in the past. As you will see, building your character is very vital. And the simplest way I have found of controlling my characters is with the use of lists and character profiles. Now, with all that being said, there are a couple more things you must know about character building. Do not reveal everything about your character all at once. You need to spread these details throughout the story as it progresses. We do not want a dump load of information to process. So, to make sure you spread it out. Put yourself in your character's shoes. Consider how you would react to certain situations, how aspects of your background would affect your worldview, or what lessons you would take from conflict or obstacles. Remember the golden rule. Show and not tell the reader about the character's growth and development. This can be achieved by showing us their thoughts, actions, and revelations can be told from another character's point of view. Hopefully, I have shown you the essential elements to character building, and I hope this helps you with your writing this week. Take care and Bye for now.